Dropping those nukes on Japan ended a world war. Did it though? And also, is that really justification? First of all, no, it didn't end the World War because Japan was already in talks to surrender. They were just going through an intermediary. That's why the US felt like they needed to step up their timetable so that they could try out their new toy. They tested it quite a few times, but they wanted to see what it would look like if it was actually used on a civilization. And they got what they wanted. And dropping those bombs wasn't about Japan so much as it was about the Soviet Union. It was a flex. It was the United States saying, do you see what we can do? You better not mess with us. Enter the Cold War and the arms race and the feeling like we could all just get obliterated at any given moment. And if your argument is that dropping the bombs worked, then what doesn't that justify? Wiping out the Native Americans worked. Look at this country we have now. Slavery worked. Just look at this country we have right now. Doing these horrible things made our country rich and powerful, but it doesn't justify the means at all. At least it doesn't to me. I know there's people out there who probably think, yeah, totally worth it. But when we say that Iran can't have nukes, it's not about keeping the world safe. It's about keeping power exclusive. Because if nukes are bad, nobody should have them. But if nukes are good, why should only a few countries be allowed to have them? If the argument is that because Iran is dangerous, are they more dangerous than North Korea? Are they more dangerous than Russia? I don't think so. And what blows my mind is the United States is the only country to ever drop a nuke on a civilization. And yet we got this kind of shiny reputation after that because we convinced the world that we were keeping it safe by killing a bunch of people. How does that work? We didn't become the good guys because we were right. We became the good guys because we won and we got to write the narrative. If anybody has proven that they should not be trusted with a nuclear weapon, it's the United States. But now we're the bouncer for the world when it comes to nukes? That doesn't seem to make any sense. Now, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea because I do think that the Iranian regime is a threat to the world and they do not need to have nuclear weapons, but neither do we. Neither does Russia. Neither does anybody else. They should all be gone. The United States has marketed themselves as like this beacon of morality, which is absolute horseshit. This isn't about preventing war, it's about control, and we want to be the ones holding all the cards. But what Trump has effectively done here is made other people empathetic towards Iran, and they're just like, hey, if you really need a nuke, just say the word and we'll hand you one. And all of those allies that helped us during the Iraq war, they're now saying, we're not going to be a part of this time. This is all on you. And the thing about that is that Iran is 5 times the powerhouse that Iraq was. So it's kind of like going from stepping in dog shit to stepping in the shit of a brontosaurus. We are now in a world of shit, and we don't know how bad this is about to get, but we're about to find out. And it's all thanks to the biggest turd of them all.